show you some of my trophies that I've killed over the years. Several of these are from Oklahoma City limits, and I have some from kind of all over the state. This first one here I killed in Oklahoma City limits with a bow. Scored 161 inches. Big deer, killed it like October the 5th or 6th, right at the beginning of the year. I mean, I've been watching this deer for 2 years. Lucky enough to kill him within the first week of the season starting. Big mass, wide, just a beautiful deer. Alright, moving on to the next one. I actually killed this one on the place I live now. It's 10 acres here in Newcastle. This was my very first mature buck I'd ever killed. I was in sophomore in high school. This one scored 131 Pope and Young, killed it with my bow as well. Beautiful deer, super excited. First person I called was my dad. Let him know what I'd done. He was super surprised because the day before he had called and said, "I've seen a spiked buck out there, you should go and hunt." So I went the following evening after football practice and got lucky enough to harvest this beautiful animal. So just awesome. Well, this deer was killed in Harmon, Oklahoma, northwestern portion of the state. Shot him opening weekend of Oklahoma rifle season. It was really cool because I was sitting on this big power line cut. This deer came out about 500 yards and I was able to rattle him in to about 160 yards. Made a perfect shot on him. I think he got sick at the beginning of the season and was unable to shed the rest of his velvet off his tips. So he's a 9-point, really cool deer, really tall. And I think that was my second mature buck that I'd ever killed. Plenty of small ones in between, but this one was super special. I killed this buck last season in Oklahoma City limits again. I have a really good spot. I'm gracious for the landowner to let me hunt there. I actually went that day to just kill a doe. It was right at the end of the season. Surprisingly enough, he was the only deer I saw all morning. 20-yard shot with my bow. He ran 70 yards and expired. So he's a big old gnarly sucker. I don't even know how many points he has on him, but super heavy, really good mass, pretty narrow, but man, just an awesome deer to be able to kill in Oklahoma City limits. People don't know about all the giants that run around there, but I do. Well, moving on to the next one. I killed this on the very last day of the season here in Oklahoma, January 15th, about 5 years ago. Really cool story. I went out about January 12th to actually pull my camera, got back to the truck, checked the car just to be safe, and he was on it. He was showing up every day, coming through this transition area to get to a wheat field. So I loaded up the next day, loaded it down with corn, and the only opportunity I was going to have to hunt was going to be on January 15th, the very last day. So I hunted that morning. Him and another buck showed up with about 15 or 20 other deer. He was actually fighting with another buck, just didn't get close enough. I sat in the stand all day. The wind ended up changing on me, so I had to get down, move to a different location, and luckily enough, he came in with a bunch of does. I was able to rattle him into 27 yards, and the rest is history. Well, I killed this buck opening weekend of muzzleloader here in southeast Oklahoma. Beautiful area, lots of pine trees and rolling hills. We call them mountains here because they're so big. But really cool deer. It was on a Sunday. I had to go back to work the following day. Weather was really nasty, rainy, and boy, they were rutting really, really good. He came in chasing a doe and didn't survive it. And last but not least, the great Aoudad sheep, or known as the Barbary sheep. I killed this in southwest Oklahoma. I was fortunate enough to have a buddy of mine that owns quite a bit of land down there. We got within 600 yards. Luckily, both of those guys shoot competitively and they had some really nice guns. They offered me one of their guns to shoot the Aoudad with, so we got set up. I think it was like 590 yards. Got steady on them. They were my spotters. One shot, double lung, ran about 100 yards and passed away. So one of the coolest hunts I think I've ever been on. Super grateful for him letting me go, and this thing's going to be my trophy room for the rest of my life.